How about the Germans themselves? Were they?
They were very they were good. They were good to see. Of course, we had no young Germans there. There were a young guy over there. Why the array of Frauleins was unbelievable. So we had all the time off we wanted for that.
Mm-hmm. But the older folks were
and
happy to have you there.
The older
pleasant?
folks, yeah, they were quite happy.
No more bombing and things like that.
No more bombing, and although the American troops were, some of them weren't the most civil anyway. You know.
Yeah.
I've had a couple of Frauleins telling me nothing more than a Russian in a pressed uniform, you know, and a lot of them acted that way too. You know, they were.
Electricity was restored pretty quickly.
The electricity was restored rather rapidly. Everything, as I say, the Germans were industrious people,
Mm-hmm.
and with the Americans pumping the money in there, why they got it going very good.
Okay.
Germany Berlin at that time was a haven for the displaced people of all over Europe. They just came to Berlin to get into the American sector for the protection from the.
Yeah.
Of course, that led to the blockade of Berlin. And
Right. The airlift and all that.